Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to get the Dreamcatcher melee weapon. Now this is necessary to get some secret items later down in the game. So you want to re-roll Lawsome until you get the Haunted Asylum side mission. You'll know what it is. You'll basically start in the outskirts town area instead of inside the palace. So when you get here, you need to collect 3 dolls first inside the asylum. Now I've already cleared out all the enemies, so it's a little easier to follow. So if you also want to know the combination to the safe, I'll leave a link to the video for that combination below. But this is to be as straightforward as possible. So the first one is here on the right side. Come into this library and there we go. Alright, the second one is downstairs. You go through the basement and it'll lead you outside to the front area. You're going to have to fight a mini boss in order to get the keys to the attic, but first you want to grab the doll that's located right on the right side of the shed where the enemy is located.
No.
Alright, with the boss defeated and we got the doll, we want to get the keys here. Now, next up, usually people get the keys right away from the attic, but I'm going to get that last because you need to talk to a cellmate that's in the basement, and if you have the keys, you could accidentally trigger the dialogue option while giving the 3 dolls up, and you need to give all the dolls up before you open the cell door. So it's just for a matter of preference. Me, personally, I screwed up the first time, so I'd rather not put that on the table, so it's completely up to you. But go to the attic, and you'll find the 3rd doll as well. It's by some enemies. I'm going to show the complete path along with killing all the enemies, so I'll remain silent for that part.
Come on.
Alright, the next part is really self-explanatory. You just have to go through the entire campaign until you reach the first boss. Usually it's the Red Prince, so be careful with him. He's a very difficult boss. Interesting fact, you can get a unique item from him. I'll leave that link below as well, how to get his crown. But nevertheless, you have 2 options of how you want to defeat him. You can give him a coin and he'll, well, I'll leave a link to the description of what happens if you give him the coin. gotta feed in those extra credits. Either way, once you do that, you're going to encounter the Dreamweaver, which will give you the heart in order for you to get the weapon. But for now, you're going to just continue forward. And again, this is story progression, so you're going to have to encounter this creature, but make sure you grab the heart before you leave. Okay, with the heart obtained, you should get a portal back into the asylum. Once you do that, you want to head to the basement and make sure you encounter this individual. Exhaust all of her dialogue. She has some pretty interesting dialogue, but you want to go here and give her all 3 dolls, after which I'll show you where to get the key to her cell.
No. What is it? I'm busy. Ugh. My staff put me in here, as if I were a common patient. I honestly did not think they were capable. No matter. It's a blessing, really. Gives me time to complete this damned sculpture. My very dreams. The Nightweaver herself. As I sleep and she feeds upon me, I can see her features clear as day. But when I wake, they fade like misted breath in the winter air. I've sculpted several versions now. No single sculpture was accurate, but I suspect the gestalt of them might spark my memory. Alas, I've lost them all. How long ago? I could not even say. All right, then. That is precisely what I'm trying to ascertain. If you would but leave me to my work. Elementary psychology, my dear. The same methods we use on our patients. The arts have a remarkable way of breaking through our brains' natural blockades. I'm sorry, I really don't have time for my whole life story. I must complete the sculpture. Do you need something else? Of mine? Yes. I thought these lost forever. With the world shifting and my nurse is trying to silence me. They're all so alike, aren't they? Yet not. Like aspects of the Nightweaver herself. I remember now. A little corny barrel slept and dreamed he saw a sight of teeth and trails and darkened veils and unforgiving light. 2 shiny copper teeth removed from 9 discarded combs, and 7 yellow leaves excised from 1 forgotten tome. So little corny barrel slept and dreamed he had a fright. When he woke, he remembered not, but cold forgotten night. I suppose it doesn't make much sense. But that is what I was trying to remember. The feel of the Nightweaver more than the physicality of her. Thank you, stranger. Because I'm insane, dear. Was that unclear? No, I just didn't expect my pathetic staff to have the wherewithal to rise up against me. Quite surprising. That's a bit of a story. I had been seeing the Nightweaver in my sleep. And for a time, I found solace confiding in my patients. That is severely unprofessional, as you might imagine, and I felt terribly guilty about it. So, after many sleepless nights, I admitted to my head nurse what I had been seeing. The look of patronizing pity in her eyes was infuriating. Shortly after, the nurses cornered me in my office and forced me down here. For days, I cried out for someone, anyone. but no one came. They never once checked on me. Incompetence. I was, yes. Goodness knows what those fools had done in my absence. The patients run rampant. I shouldn't wonder. We protect and care for them, of course. The patients here are unfit to live in the world, liable to harm themselves or others. Despite the ineptitude of the nursing staff, our patients are treated quite well. Or so they were. Under my watch. Not a one of my nurses has even bothered to check on me, or even bring me a meal. It's difficult to explain. Perhaps that's why it feels so insane. The patients spoke of it first. Some great change, unseen monsters, and of course, this Nightweaver. I thought it a kind of mass hysteria. The fact that some outside these walls made the same claims only confirmed it for me. A kind of psychological infection. I may have. She came to me in my sleep. Nightweaver. Just as the patients described, I could see her in my dreams. Even as those dreams slipped away, and all I was left with was darkness and horror. I woke terrified and hollow, unable to even speak for several hours. I saw it then. The changes in the world that I could not see before. Cracks in the walls and behind the shadows. I saw the way the others would become angry or apathetic toward the patient's stories, as if they saw the same but wished to convince themselves they hadn't. Clearly, I was insane. How complacent of you to assume I can be sure of anything anymore. I am, or was, a medical practitioner. I believe only what I can measure or see. But I have seen so much now. I'm sure of nothing. If I am not insane, then surely the entire world must be. Just an old tune my mother used to sing to me. I don't know what it means. But they say song is how we trick our brains into remembering what we've forgotten. And it feels like the night we... Well, now I'm self-conscious, but... if you insist. Oh, little corny bearer slept and dreamed he saw a sight of teeth and trails and darkened veils and unforgiving light. 2 shiny copper teeth removed from 9 discarded combs, and 7 yellow leaves excised from 1 forgotten tome. So little corny bearer slept and dreamed he had a fright, but when he woke he remembered not but cold forgotten night. Do you need something else? 2 shiny copper teeth removed from 9 discarded combs, and 7 yellow leaves excised from 1 forgotten tome.
Alright, once you exhaust all her dialogue, I really wanted to play it because I think it's quite interesting. Regardless, you're going to head up to the 3rd floor attic. The enemy should be gone, and then you'll get the key. I'll show you. It's on the balcony. It's pretty easy to miss, but once you get it, just head down. Also, yeah, I have to make note. Make sure you gave her the dolls, because there is a glitch. I don't know if it's still there, that if you don't give her the dolls, that it will lock you out from getting the items. So regardless, make sure you've given her all 3 dolls. Head upstairs, grab the key, then head down to unlock her cell. Alright, with the key in hand, you're going to head back into the cell, unlock the door, grab the last statue, and once you do that, you're going to head into the dark world. To do that, use the heart, and then you're going to go into the first cell on the left. Once you're there, use the statue you got from the woman's cell, and you'll unlock the Dreamcatcher melee weapon. Now, I already got the weapon, but you'll unlock it for you and your teammates if you're in a group.
And 7 young exiles from one forgotten town. Oh, you're back. Wait, are you?
Let me have my retreat.